Charlotte Flair. It's about time we talk about a very important issue in wrestling. Or maybe it's
you
not
need a tissue?
You enjoy it. Tissue. Nah, it's when you're done at night. But
Bless you.
right? We're talking about overexposed or being a workhorse. So what is being a workhorse? What can we agree a workhorse wrestler is?
Is it on a farm?
No. Dumb as shit, boy. You are dumb.
Yeah, yo.
Not on a farm. That's what I would have gone with that one if it was on.
This is why we can't have one nice thing.
Not one
Nice
thing.
Can you even spell the word farm, my friend?
You just met. But carry on.
Warhorse? No, it's not Warhorse.
It's not Workhorse. No, this isn't synergy.
Like a workhorse.
Here and a boo-boo there.
Here, boo. There, Workhorse. Everywhere, Workhorse. Where's the fucking pop-up? Where's he at? He got to...
Oh, shit.
Come on, you dickhead.
You just do the drop yourself.
I'm dead.
I will never forget that JP Warhorse. Yo, JP Warhorse, yo, you better be a good guy, man. It's really hard. Yo, how do you say someone's name? Gotta be like.
That's a requirement now. Us fans gotta be like, yo, what's good, fam? JP Wall, all right, you a good guy though? Like you gotta be a good guy though. Like,
Oh gosh.
Healing storyline.
last two relationships end.
I can't
Wow.
Stop with the bad news. No more bad stuff, please.
Nah, man. We've already taken down 2 interviews. We want to leave it at that.
Oh, geez.
Yo, that's it. Don't even check on us anymore. We'll let you know when you can look.
But a workhorse, right? We want someone that works a high rate of matches, right? Someone that gets on TV a lot, works good matches, right? Gets some good time on TV.
Quality.
Quality,
Yes.
right? Is that fair to say, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's cool with that as a workhorse?
Yeah.
So I'll throw out Charlotte Flair because she has been in the news a lot lately about her being on every goddamn show, NXT included. She just had the NXT title. She lost the NXT title. The next day she was on another show challenging for the title, and then the next day she was on another show challenging for the title.
You won that title?
So is Charlotte Flair a workhorse or is she overexposed?
I think she was workhorse, and because she was a workhorse, she became overexposed.
So how
I like both.
how did that happen?
Lack of anyone else.
Well, it's not even a lack of anyone else, right? I think there's a trust level, right? After a while, they're like, well, we know if we put Charlotte out there, she's going to be able to have a good match. People are going to enjoy it. People are going to come watch it because her name's on the bill.
Nah, not a good match. A great match. There's a difference.
Okay.
So is Charlotte Flair the D word?
Hey, whoa, we just talked about fucking, like big
What
guys.
kind of D?
Like,
Is she a draw?
Okay.
Right. What I was thinking about, right?
I'm like, I don't know her personally. I can't tell you.
So I immediately assume draw.
In the gutter, all of y'all.
Not me. I'm thinking about my answer
All
still.
you motherfuckers.
I'm still thinking about my answer.
He got canceled twice already. That's it. Over, everybody. Is she a draw?
Of course she is. She main evented the first women's match in WrestleMania.
See, like that's part of the thing, right? Is that like when that happens, I feel like that's when she started getting overexposed. There was no need to put her there. That was not necessary.
No. I think there was all the need to put her there. I think Charlotte, Becky Lynch is the name, and because it's the first ever women's WrestleMania. Think about that. There's been 35 of them, and for the first time ever, it will forever be remembered. the names that will forever be remembered will be Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and I guess Ronda Rousey too. Unfortunately, but yo, I'm sorry. And she's been here. She's only done what? A year, and then she went to have, and then she bounced to go have a kid. Okay, great, but like I have. That's fine. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but like I put you high on the pedestal after that. I don't put you high on the pedestal.
Main event was who? WrestleMania 1.
Mr. T and Hogan and Piper and
T.
That's fine, but I won't say that Mr. T's in my fucking Mount Rushmore and shit.
No one's asking you to say that Ronda Rousey's on the Mount Rushmore. I'm just saying, put some respect on that name, dog.
I know. But that's why I say unfortunately, because I don't feel like she should have been there. But like
a Mount Rushmore of 18, okay?
A prestigious match itself for WrestleMania 1-2, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone with Mr. T back then either. Fuck that. But I guess they went with Mr. T. Fuck that shit. But like the monumental moment, it will be forever remembered with Charlotte's name there and Becky Lynch's name. I think that was done on purpose, and I think deservingly so, man. Yo, listen to what Ric Flair said. You find me 5 more other women that are gonna do it this long and this good. That'll do a moonsault every fucking week. Come on, like I haven't seen it. I'm dying to see Liv go crazy, but like they got shackles on her. Either that, or maybe it is that she's stumbling on her promos. I don't know, but I can't call it.
Hold on, Liv. She's been given opportunity. She's been on TV. She's had a mic in face.
How do we know that it's not storylines and shit that they fucking with her? Or is it that she's really fucking her shit up?
But it's not just like WWE isn't the only company with overexposure issues, right?
Okay.
We got other companies with overexposure issues. I would argue and say that AEW is kind of overexposing Nyla Rose a little bit.
Nyla?
Yeah, because I think Nyla is, in their women's division, kind of like a Brock Lesnar in that she's a special attraction. Yeah. And I don't think that she should be on TV all the time. In fact, because she's probably one of the only people that, like, off the top of your head, you know from AEW women, you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of, like, star power, there's not a lot. So...
I mean, I would argue that point because of the overexposure with...
All right, so let me just do this then. Right? Because she's the bigger name in that roster, put her on less and build on the other girls more.
Yeah, I don't understand how she lost the title and now she's still having like the featured match in Fyter Fest. Like she has a special announcement and shit, and we're still seeing her like dominate every week more than the fucking the new champ. That's what's her name? I forgot her name.
Sheeta.
Yeah. Like I don't see why. I mean, and not to say that they're not posting her either, because she's still getting her shine. But when Nyla was doing it, all cameras, the moment was hers by herself. You feel me? Now this girl's sharing it with Nyla. So
you gotta look at it as a business thought, right? I think that's what's happened to me, and I kind of talk about this all the time. That I feel like now that like I go to a lot of indie shows, I think I kind of get it more, and it kind of made me a better fan, right? So you talk about Charlotte Flair. I don't watch WWE at all. It's not my cup of tea.
Good for you.
That's whoever watches it, that's on you, right? Like if you enjoy it, kudos to
like
you. I watch what I enjoy, right? I'm not going to watch things that I don't enjoy. Plus, there's so much wrestling out there. But I can understand, like, you brought up the whole thing about, like, WrestleMania with Charlotte, right? So they're thinking, okay, this is going to be your first main event with women wrestling at WrestleMania, right? So, of course, you got to think business-wise. Like, okay, she's going to put on a good match, right? But then we talk about, like, you're talking about AEW and stuff. Me, I'm always saying this, right? I understand the draw, right? AEW is still new. To me, AEW is still new, right? It's not even a year old because I'm not going to count from when they announced it. I counted from Dynamite, right? And then you got all this new talent that came in, right? Me, I'm fortunate enough. A lot of these wrestlers I know from the independent scene, but not everybody's me. A lot of people don't know. Me, I'm all for building new talent, right? But I understand too, like same thing, like with Chris Jericho, right? First champion at AEW. As a business move, it's smart because of the fact that you need to draw in people who might not be like someone like me who's followed, you know, Ring of Honor and New Japan before. So I know Young Bucks, I know Jericho from WWE. You want to get new fans over, right? So I think also when you bring up Nyla Rose, you know, I think that they figure it is a big attraction. It's going to bring people, you know, like a new sense of fans. And I think that's why they kind of push it. But I agree, you need to start building new talent, right? Because things get stale. So in WWE, that's kind of, I think, what kind of lost me is it was the same thing over and over and over again.
Right. Rinse and repeat.
What's new? What's exciting, right? Like AEW is the new thing right now, right? And you're focusing, and I get it because these are the names known. Your Elite, Jericho, right? Like these are your big names. So that's what's good. Cody Rhodes, like these are the names that are going to draw people in, right? But don't forget about your other talent there too. You need to start building those guys up because you don't want things to be stale. So we need to know why we like these guys. Why were they signed? I need to see all this stuff. So
when did
I hear that
watching WWE as much, or like when did you stop paying attention?
Years ago I stopped. No, about like 2 years ago I stopped. Maybe a little more than 2 years ago.
Was it any one particular thing, or were you just like, I'm over this whole bullshit?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think I got bored of like the same things over and over again. I really did. And like I was, you know, like I'm a huge Seth Rollins fan. I'm a huge, you know, and that's the thing too. Just because I'm not watching it, that doesn't mean that there's wrestlers there that I don't enjoy. I still was watching NXT for like the longest. I was going to takeovers. That's what kind of happened. I think like I got more into NXT, less of main roster. Because NXT was great. And every once in a while, like even though like I'm not keeping up with NXT weekly, I still watch the takeovers. The takeovers are always great. So
facts.
Talk about high quality matches, right?
Yeah.
And I think from beginning they've always been known for that. High quality matches all across the board. The entire card would be entertaining, match wise. Speaking of entertaining, entertainment is what we strive for when we watch.
I got a question for you. Would you say Adam Cole is overexposed?
Yes.
Yeah.
You watch it? So maybe he is. Look, I don't want to say overexposed because I want to say he's done what he had to do. I think it's ran its course, and we're here. We're here now. We haven't been here. We're here now. Keith Lee. Go on.
So wait, are we at the level now where if he was to continue forward as the champ, he would be overexposed?
I'm not saying that. I mean, but if you want to say that, I guess maybe you might be in the popular opinions. So there's that.
Tiff brought him up before too, but Jericho.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
that's true.
I don't think he's overexposed. I think they're using him on TV too much.
Yeah, that's.
But like,
that's what we mean by overexposed, Vic.
No, but not stale. Like he's not stale.
He makes new stars. That's like his purpose, right? Like he came in the beginning, right? He's the first AEW champion. Perfect, right? This was the perfect person to put the belt on, right? Totally agree. Everybody, I think everybody agrees with me on that sense, right? Now, he's made the inner circle, right? And even though like us who know LAX, okay, Ortiz and Santana, okay, but again, a lot of people don't know, right? Sammy, I wasn't very familiar with. Now, like, I love Sammy. Like, he's gotten so much better. Like, he makes stars. Now, we're going to watch him wrestle Orange Cassidy. Me, huge fan.
Ready for that.
Cassidy, all right? Like, loved him in the indie scenes. Like, I think a lot of people are behind Orange Cassidy, but I think this match is going to freaking blow him up even more than they already like him. But Jericho is great. Like, I love Jericho on commentary. Like, he is so entertaining. I get that. So I like with him is like we can get a little bit of everything. We can get him in the match. He's great in promos. He's growing the new talent. Like, that's what I feel like his purpose is. He got it. He got people to come over. And now you need to pass the torch, right? Definitely, you need to pass the torch to the other talent that people are not familiar with.
I think that also when Jericho's done wrestling, commentary needs to be a thing.
Oh, for sure.
I want to see bigger names in the booth. I think Samoa Joe on Raw is a pretty big name that became part of the announce team. Jericho would be a very great addition to an announce team. Think about it. JR is old. Shivani,
Taz.
you know what I mean? Like Taz is a great name.
Well, I mean, they have Taz on Dark now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But Taz being part of a storyline makes that problem.
No, he's perfect there. I love where he's at.
And if that thing with Cage don't work out, he can always go back, like on Dynamite or something.